Hey friends, Kevin here, your Sacramento Stockton area realtor and lender, here with this week's weekly real estate report. Well, let's go right over to the chart this week and let me show you what's happening, because we have been watching right here. Our median list price has just remained rock steady. I mean, this is not moving at all. Last week it was 625,000. This week it's 625,000. 2 weeks ago it was $5 under that. The week before that it was 625,000. So it is just right there at 625, which is interesting because we still have fluctuations in the median sold price. Now, we had dropped all the way down to 513. Then last week it jumped up to 545, and it was really after the corrected numbers came in. That's where it is. It didn't move hardly at all, which is also surprising. And this week back down to 526. So that is fluctuating back and forth, back and forth. Now, let me get back to that in just a second when I talk about rates, but we'll kind of look at what's going on over here. So the pending sales are starting their march up, and that's exactly what I said was going to happen based upon historical data. As soon as the new year is over, buyers start coming out, the pending sales start going up. But unfortunately, right here, my green line, the available homes really stays kind of flat. Now, it's a little more complicated than that. This is going to stay flat right here, but we'll see more homes coming on the market. It's just the available homes stays flat. So in other words, inventory does increase. More homes come on the market to satisfy the needs of these pending sales, but when you factor those two in, the actual level of inventory stays right at the same. So now let's move over to rates and talk about rates. So this week, well, we've been watching the last couple of weeks, rates really just holding steady, pretty much just like the median list price. Rates have been holding steady right in that 6.6 range, 6.60 to 6.69. This week, no difference. Rates held right there at 6.69 this week, up from 6.6 last week. It's, really about the same. When you really think about it, that's not much of a move. But here's what Freddie Mac is saying, and this is interesting. They're not really talking about what they see as far as rates going. There, no predictions there. But they are predicting that because rates have remained so relatively stable, or have remained stable, that home buyers are looking at this and saying, you know what, rates, if they're not going to go down, now is the time to get out the fence and go buy something. So Freddie Mac is anticipating that more and more home buyers are going to jump into the game with inventory still remaining low, which you can see from the chart that it is. With low inventory, more buyers hitting the market, you can put those two things together and figure out that means prices are going to go back up. So if you're going to look at it that way, well, when should you buy? Well, right now, before rates go up and before home prices go up. So that's their prediction. What are my predictions? Hard to say sometimes, but I tend to fall in line with that. Unless something drastically changes and causes inventory to take off and be an oversupply of homes, I think we're just not going to see home prices fall. But all it takes is one major event for that to happen. So it's really hard to predict because anything can happen. So what would I do if I were a buyer right now and I wanted to buy a home? I think I would take a look at these 6.6 rates, and I would definitely get out there and start shopping. I would not be in a hurry to buy. I would find somebody who has the patience to show me the homes, to not be pushy. And when I found the right house at the right price and I knew it was the house I wanted, I would make a move. But if I were out there looking at homes, I didn't like what I was seeing, I wasn't happy about it, I wouldn't pull the trigger. I think that's probably how I would look at this thing if I were a buyer right now. As far as the seller goes, really, I don't think you can go wrong. Now is a fantastic time to sell. It just really is. Home prices are up. Maybe they could go up more. Maybe they won't. Like I said, you've seen the chart. Home prices have been up for so long that all it takes is one major event for those prices to come crashing down, and you would have wished you would have sold, rather than selling now at a very good price, and prices may go up a little bit more. You might have left a little money on the table, but I think the risk is more that home prices would drop. So there's my 2 cents worth on the whole thing. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you here next week. Take care. Bye.